Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts, where we cast a lot of Flash games and a lot of other games as well. Hope you're enjoying this re-dive into what Flash is doing in the metagame. Soon enough, we'll switch it up and go check out a bunch of other pros. And of course, CNSL is going to be starting up relatively soon here also. So, yeah, hope you're enjoying kind of trying to make a little bit more of a variety than just one thing. And you might say you enjoy it, but honestly, people like the Flash games the most. So, whatever. Anyways, well, I don't Artosis. Well, everyone else does except you. I know. Okay. Anyways, in the top left, we have Flash. We're on Monty Hall. In the bottom right, next are... I've seen this guy before. I honestly don't know who he is. But I've definitely seen him. Definitely have played against him before as well. So, yeah, not really entirely sure. And we'll see what he's got against Flash here on Monty Hall. You know, a map that we've seen Flash do well on, but in general, I would say is pretty darn Protoss favored. And yeah, I don't know, like thinking back, okay, I'm gonna, because this is kind of the early game on Monty Hall and there's really actually nothing to speak about other than just taking note of their opening build orders. But I want to ask you guys what you think about the weird maps, right? If you think back to some of the weirder maps that ASL/SSL has put in, what is your favorite one? I want to know in the comments. So here's a few to jot your memory in case you don't have a memory for it, right? Sparkle, which is that crazy island map that Terrans couldn't win on. We had Plasma with all the eggs in the center, right? That 3-player map. We have Monty Hall here. We had Third World, where the map was split in half, and you could not even jump units over. You had to use flying abilities to get units over to that side. God, we've had so many crazy maps. Inner Coven, where it had all the defense webs, and it looked like a wheel with, like, spokes, right? Like, there just lots of crazy maps out there. I just wonder what one that you guys look at and are like, oh, this was actually really fun to have in the map pool. Because, I don't know. I guess I like a little bit of a few games on it, but I feel like it takes away. I'm like, God, I already know, like, this is such an imbalanced map in, like, this direction or that direction. And, like Sparkle was like that for me, where I'm just like, this is garbage, man. What are we doing? Anyways, let me know in the comments below. Taking a look at these builds, we have a very fast factory here from Flash. He has sent his SCV down, and he's just waiting for the SCV to glide over here, and then he'll hit cancel on the SCV and pop it over. If this was my SCV, it would just not go down there at all. Let's see, Flash, how good are you? Oh, haha, idiot. Oh, he gets it. Oh, he made it. He made it. Good on him. Okay. So, he does get in for the scout, and what he's going to find is a zealot and a robotics. So, he knows that there's going to be a very quick drop coming. Might actually make a starport. It's a possibility. Puts down his command center first. I bet you he goes starport here. I just, why wouldn't you, right? Your opponent has already made 2 zealots. It's not like he's going to bring a Dragoon with his Reaver. There's the Reaver tech. 2 SCVs over here. He wants to pop another one down. Oh, it didn't quite work there. It's really hard to do the jump when one has minerals in their hands because it turns around immediately when it hits the patch. You can still do it technically, but it's pretty hard. Oh, it looks like he was maybe trying to pop the vulture out. Anyways, his timing now is no longer there for the Wraith, I feel like. Yeah, he throws it down anyways. The actual timing, I actually wrote this down semi-recently. If you can start the starport by the time the robo finishes, you'll have the Wraith 100% before the Reaver drop gets there. But the shuttle was already out when he started this, so I believe that the shuttle gets in your base before the Wraith is out. We'll see, because he's just going to make a beeline for it. I mean, he's already been scouted. He's got to. The Wraith will hard counter this drop. Like, it doesn't mean that you can't get damage with it. There is still potential there. By the way, Flash sends over SCVs to mine these out so that he can go ahead and expand. And he's just making enough units. He doesn't need siege mode or anything. He's just making enough units that when the drop comes, he can kill it. It doesn't matter if he loses his whole army to it. Like, if he just kills the drop-off and doesn't hurt his economy, he's going to be way ahead because of this command center. So Flash mines just enough out that he's going to open it up with the next swarm of SCVs. Floats the command center over. Wraith on the way. And, yeah. The Wraith is actually... It's pretty close. Now, the speed shuttle, it's very hard to catch with the Wraith. Like, you can still do some moving shot to it. Finally opens up a door there, sends his SCVs in, and here we go. Here goes the drop. Oh, dude. Oh! Okay, that was beyond anticlimactic. We'll go into another game. Okay, so we've got another Flash Terran versus Protoss for you, this time on Pantheon. And Flash, based on the placement of this, makes me think he might be going gasless expansion here, but not 100% sure on that. Yep, with this SUV leaving, we now know it to be the case. So he'll be going for a very fast command center. In the meantime, this guy, PSJ, who I don't know who this is going Nexus first. And Flash is actually going to scout that first. Dude, he scouts people first a lot. Okay, in these games that I've been casting, he is finding people very, very often. I just want to throw that out there. Good for him. Pro moves. But yeah, he is going to get over here, find the Nexus first, and what he'll do is he'll skip making a second depot and just throw his command center down right away. I don't think he'll do a Marine Rush. Sometimes... Oh, he starts second, so he is going to do a Marine Rush. So he scouted that quickly enough. He feels like he can do this. I don't think he'll do something crazy like a second barracks. That would be a little bit too wild. But yeah, I actually am very much not a big fan of this. And I feel like every time I say that, it ends up doing well recently. But they're like, basically when Eclipse became really big, we figured out so much about interactions like this. A lot of early game interactions got really hammered out when Eclipse joined the map pool, and Eclipse was in the map pool for like 3 years. So we really got a lot of the early game of what Marines and SCVs against Zealots and Probes look like. But anyways, this is kind of a newer way that we've seen some people doing it. In fact, I think I casted Flash doing exactly this, where he makes the further back bunker. And because of the further back bunker, like, you can't overchase with the probes. Normally, what was happening before with this, I'm learning while I'm watching this, because I remember now this happened on another game on that desert map, Apocalypse. And this is exactly what happened. So basically, the secondary bunker is the important aspect here, because otherwise the probes just come out and swarm and they surround the Marines and the Marines die. Here, because you have that bunker they can go into, the probes have no chance to beat that, and now he's suddenly successfully bunker rushed while making a command center. And so there you have it. The Nexus is going to go down. Yeah, you know, I guess I have to readjust my thinking on this. What might happen if this starts hitting, like if we start having a lot of gasless expands finding Nexus first, what we might end up seeing is a probe coming down to check this area to see if, and on any map, right? On any map. Just come down to check to see if someone is, oh god, he's trying to run Dragoons by to catch reinforcements or counterattack. Okay, he's just going to leave. Wow, these are two of the absolute garbagest games. Still a decent one to learn from here. I think the evolution of the metagame is pretty clear. Is that you're just going to have to pop a probe off and run down here just to check if anything's being made and just send it back to mine. Because it can't go too far, right? It needs to be, like, this is probably, we're hitting peak range that it can be. Right here. Maybe it could go here. Well, this isn't buildable, but I'm staying on a different map. So yeah, I think that's an evolution of the metagame we're going to have to see. You know what? We'll go into one more game because garb is garb. And hopefully we get a good one. All right, so yeah, we're getting into a third game. It's going to be Flash. He's actually going up against Sky. he's a pro gamer from Hwasong. I actually really don't like this guy. This guy's really super, super bad manner. And I mean, I'm pretty bad manner, but this guy is... Ooh. Anyways, a strong Protoss player, and we're on Deja Vu. So let's see. Let's see. Maybe we get a good one here. Flash actually going to once again scout his opponent first because he's the god of Terran, so I guess he can just do that. Sky trying to scout Flash first, but we'll actually scout him last. Looks like he is going for a gasless expansion, by the way, and as this SCV comes up, it's like, okay, a Zealot is being made. Is he gonna... He's gonna hang around the gateway. Yeah, you gotta check if the Zealot pops out. So the Zealot pops out. So here you make a second depot. And he might just go bunker immediately here. Because the Zealot should walk towards Flash's base at this point. And yeah, you got to have things ready for this first Zealot. Because the Zealot has enough health, it could walk right by this right at first. But then he's got this nice micro area, and hopefully he's done enough shots that he can actually kind of chase it down and kill it. There is a second Zealot being made. Sky is a very aggressive player, so not a big surprise to see him go Zealot before Dragoon. 2 SCVs out here, so he might be able to do a bit of body blocking as well. As Sky gets up here and sees a bunker already finished, he's not going to be happy with this because he's already made the 2 Zealots. So, like, yeah, not even a little bit surprised to see this going down. Probably the right choice, considering the amount of money he's already put into this that has done absolutely nothing for him. So this will very likely turn into a proxy Reaver push. Now, some Terrans, I feel like actually the best way to deal with this is to figure out that it's happening and push it with SCV Marine. Because if you wait, like the timing works out that you are going to have to make 3 bunkers very likely to be able to hold on against this, and you still might die. So we'll see. Flash is coming back with the SCV. You watch. He's going to dive on this with Marine SCV, and we're going to have another crappy game. You watch this. I'm calling it right now. Because he's going to scout this robo, and it's like, oh, no, we can't. We can't be having that. Yeah, look how many Marines he's making. He's going up to 6 Marines. Yes. And the thing is, if you know that this is happening, it's happening this close, you just, if you stop the robo, you win the game, basically. Because you already have this expansion up. Like, the worker count's going to be insanely different. So he's seen it. There's the second gate. This is kind of Bisu's build. He's getting range. I thought Bisu did it without range, but maybe I'm misremembering. So SCV's coming out. They're going to want to block. He's got 6 Marines, a 7th Marine coming out. Just get the SCVs in front, and yeah, he is going to smash this. Oh my god, and the body blocking too. Well. Okay. There you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 trash trash Flash games. There were little bits to learn. So I hope you learned something and that your day is somehow improved from this video. We'll see you tomorrow. I hope that you haven't hit the unsubscribe button. And in fact, maybe even you would subscribe today. I would love to look at the stats of this video and see that we gained subscribers off of it. I'll see you guys tomorrow with what is certain to be a better game.